I can read you like an open book.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 video game bosses that play dirty. For this list, we'll be looking at bosses that bend, stretch, or just break the rules when they're fighting you. Beware of several shenanigans and a few spoilers. Did we miss a boss that did you wrong? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Shao Kahn, Mortal Kombat. The tyrannical emperor of Outworld didn't become this game's main villain by playing fair. Whenever Shao Kahn shows up in a boss battle, he has a bad habit of making it unbearable. However, he takes being a cheap boss all the way up to 11 this time with his near impenetrable defense, overly aggressive attacks, and humongous health pool. Players have to survive his suffocating speed and continuous combos, which can completely demolish you in no time. An X-ray move from him alone will make you lose more than half of your health. If you decide to keep your distance while you whittle his health down, be on your toes, because he loves to hurl hammers, spears, and infuriating insults. Number 9. Hooktail, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Like every battle in this flattened RPG, you face the crooked cutout dragon Hooktail in front of a packed audience. The crowd will either help you, harm you, or do nothing, but this possible advantage is taken away from you entirely by Hooktail. When you start getting the better of this fire-breathing foe, she'll offer you a few devious deals mid-battle so you'll spare her. The rewards for accepting her bribes aren't coins, badges, or suspicious services like she promises, but blindsiding chomps. In case you refuse Hooktail's pleas, she'll resort to more of her shifty tactics, like gorging on half of your audience to restore a bit of her health. Number 8. Father Gascoigne, Bloodborne.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Bloodborne is filled with grisly and brutish beings, so when you first meet Father Gascoigne, you might think he's a regular hunter just like you. Nothing seems out of the ordinary with him. Well, ordinary for the city of Yharnam. Armed with a hunter's axe and firearm, he challenges the player to a duel, which seems pretty straightforward until he decides to pull the rug from under us. Not literally like the bed of chaos from Dark Souls and its collapsing floor, but by transforming into a monstrous version of himself. In this form, he is way stronger and more durable, which is not cool, and we'd call him out on it if he'd stop smashing us. Number 7. Cackletta's Soul, Mario & Luigi: Superstar Saga. It looks like Mario can't catch a break from wily bosses. In this adventure, the two plumbers face off against a crafty witch named Cackletta. She steals Princess Peach's voice and possesses Bowser's body, so she's already off to a treacherous start. After you manage to beat her, a time bomb explodes beside the bros, which reduces their HP to 1. Cackletta takes advantage of this and inhales Mario and Luigi into her body for the final battle. Now they have to battle her very soul, so she decides to tip the odds in her favor with a quick onslaught of everything she's got. This forces players to act fast, or else they'll lose this battle before it's begun. Number 6. Alpha-152, Dead or Alive 4. An experiment conducted under Project Alpha, which used Kasumi's DNA and managed to genetically engineer the most annoying antagonist in this game. The scientists really went all out when it comes to underhanded strategies, like making Alpha-152 inhumanly quick and able to deal a ton of damage with her unstoppable combo attacks. Every seasoned player sweat a bit while fighting her, since she can just teleport all over the stage and out of your attacks. With the strongest throw in the game and chained combos that can zap away almost 70% of your health, it's not surprising that the most useful advice players get from this boss is to keep trying and hope for the best. Number 5. Silver the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog.
How about this? Take this! It's no use!
Unlike most bosses in the series, Silver the Hedgehog prefers to use his telekinesis to battle the blue blur. When you face off against him, he tends to spam his powers to lift you up and slam something against you or throw you against a wall. With no way of avoiding this unfair attack, players would end up losing all their coins and have to start over. Oddly enough, they were better off than the ones who got stuck in a painful cycle of losing all their coins except for one, collecting that one coin, and getting slammed into a wall over and over and over again.
It's no use!
Number 4. Azazel, Tekken 6.
Fight!
When the fighting game boss nearly covers half the screen and you can barely see your own character, you know you're in for a frustrating fight. Azazel is a crystalline creature and the final boss of Tekken 6. Finding an opening to attack this behemoth is beyond difficult, since he can auto-block when using special attacks. Players have to get used to his erratic movements, dastardly dashes, and being attacked almost every second. So yeah, he's not remembered too fondly. Number 3. Psychomantis, Metal Gear Solid.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
This iconic adversary from Metal Gear Solid baffled players during his debut. Psychomantis is anything but straightforward, given his optic camouflage and psychic powers. Plus, he likes invading other people's minds and dislikes fighting people face to face. Before he even reveals himself, he controls Meryl from the get-go and forces her to shoot you. This happens several times throughout the fight, and it's usually when you're getting the upper hand over him. Lots of players couldn't seem to do any damage to him as he effortlessly evaded everything. Little did they know that they had to use a few sneaky tricks of their own at their disposal. Controller port 2 for the win. Number 2. Sans, Undertale. We have a bone to pick with this goofy fan favorite. Even though he only fights you after you choose to go down the genocide route in Undertale, and he is understandably furious, he cheats. Like, a lot. Sans ignores almost every turn-based RPG rule and tries to stop you by attacking you first instead of the other way around. He dodges your attacks rather than take damage when you land a hit, and attacks you while you use the menu during your turn. When all of this fails, he tries something extra sly. He offers to spare you, and then kills you when you let your guard down. Sans even tries to bore you into quitting when he realizes he can't defeat you. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Mitch Connor, South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Well, if it isn't the Freedom Pals and their newest recruit. What have you done with the new kid's parents, fat ass? Nothing yet. But when I'm finished with you, I can't say they'll be exactly safe.
A poorly drawn face on a child's hand doesn't seem very sinister, but you have no idea how low Mitch Connor can go. This diabolical and downright dirty boss is a habitual rule breaker. When you go toe-to-toe, or rather toe-to-finger, prepare for Mitch to just ignore some of your attacks, somehow deflect some back onto you, and apply random status effects that he totally didn't just make up. Also, he can steal your turns sometimes. If things weren't ridiculous enough already, towards the end of the game, a Mitch Connor from an alternate reality pops up and you have to find out which Mitch is good. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.